Hey guys, this is Martin Potter 90 and welcome back to Pokemon Crystal. So in this episode I'm going to be okay, I thought this guy said something important. Well, that was actually pretty important for someone who was playing this game for the first time, because he got an idea that, you know, this is like a sequel, I guess. But yeah, in this episode I'm going to be taking on the trainers. Wow, why doesn't she look at me when I'm right beside her? Man. Why doesn't she look at me? She thinks I'm ugly. No, well, I'm going to be taking on the trainers of this route, actually. And they're all higher level than Spike, probably. Yeah, I guess they are, aren't they? I should have done Headbutt. I haven't even used Bite. Well, I haven't even used Headbutt, but I just taught it Headbutt, theoretically, in the last episode, I guess. Wow, that was actually really good. Okay, so I'll show Bite right here, even though whatever I do isn't really important. But yeah, that's what Bite looks like. It looks really good. I like it. I like it a bit more than the other games, because it kind of looks a lot more vampire-ish, vampiric, I guess you could say. It looks a lot more vampiric than in the other games. And I learned that word thanks to Yu-Gi-Oh! Go, my vampiric leech! Good times when I just ignored Yu-Gi-Oh! So they could show Pokemon. Yeah, that was how much attention I paid to Yu-Gi-Oh! I probably watched everything except for Yu-Gi-Oh! I mean, I watched like a lot of things, you know, on Kids WB, but I definitely did not watch Yu-Gi-Oh! I didn't really pay attention to it. I remember a lot of episodes though, you know, when Joey faced off against Weevil Underwood. I actually saw like the first 3 seasons. Kind of got a bit tired, but I have to say it was very nice. Especially that the finale of season 3 was very good. The season 1 finale was also very nice. I have to say, Match the Millennium and Friends. I think it's like Friends to the End or something like that. A similar title of Pokemon. You know, where Joey and Yu-Gi-Oh! Face off. Well, Yugi and Yami Yugi, you know. You kind of get used to saying Yu-Gi-Oh! But I guess, whatever. Should I swap out? Well, yeah, I got my accuracy lowered, and that's what I get for talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! Okay, Meryl. Very cute, very bouncy, whatever. I've never like adored Meryl, I guess. I'm not like, but you know, it's always a very nice Pokemon to look at. It was actually one of the earlier Pokemon introduced. So yeah, I have to admit, it was one of the earlier Pokemon that was introduced, because you saw it. You can see it as early as the first movie short, Pikachu the movie. Yeah, that came before the first movie. If you have the VHS, which I have the VHS. You can see it. I have it on VHS. Plus, I think I have it on DVD as well. No, I know that I have it on DVD. But, you know. Now, what changes could the DVD version of Pokemon the first movie include? I don't know. But, whatever. They actually said that they would make a new movie that contains Mewtwo again. And I have to admit, that was pretty nice. Even though I haven't seen a movie, I haven't even seen like the 12th movie of Pokemon, because I've never really paid attention that much to the movies after that. I mean, I pretty much paid attention to the movies constantly until pretty much 2008, after I saw Rise of Darkrai, I think was the name. And then after that, I didn't really see that much. And like in 2011, like in early 2011, I ended up watching the next movie, Giratina and Shaman. I don't remember. I can't even remember the names, man. I suck. I don't remember the names of Pokemon movies, even though I remember the names of like tons of episodes. Huh, Brooke. I guess Brooke didn't have her shields up. Oh my god, that was horrible. That was horrible. I will not say that again. Okay, this guy's got a Diglett on his team. Very nice ground type that we cannot obtain in this game. But whatever. I guess it's a pretty good Pokemon. Oh my god. Whoa, whoa. Why does it look like rocks falling on me? The screen should shake, not rocks falling on me. That is totally incorrect. And that growl totally sucked. Okay, even though it used the growl, I still managed to take it out. Okay. Okay, Spike leveled up again. Nice. I'll see if I can KO Zubat. I think I can two-hit KO Zubat, even though my attack has been lowered. But you know, it's just once. I mean, it is a stabbed headbutt. That's like over 100 damage. Wow, I would have KO'd it if my attack hadn't been lowered. I thought it would do like I don't know, like 60% of the damage or something. But dude, that was insane. Well, not as insane as you'd expect, but whatever. Spike has got some good attack. A lot better attack than when I thought, oh crap, I'm gonna be KO'd. Oh crap. Oh man, damn you, Diglett. I didn't know you'd be using that. I thought you'd be using like Growl or something. Okay, come on, Bubble. I know I can KO with Bubble. Ha, I'm gonna make you feel like a loser. I KO'd you with an attack with only 20 power. Oh crap, I didn't KO it. Fine, now I feel like a loser. Even though I'm gonna win this battle. And it's kind of pissing you off that the egg hasn't hatched, right? Even though the other egg took a lot more. Well, I don't know. It might take a lot. It might take more. I don't know. I don't know. I walked quite a lot actually. Camper Ivan was defeated. So yeah. One quick thing I'd like to do. I'd actually like to talk about the Pokemon that you can find on this route. Even though I might not be showing them completely in the grass, I'm going to be like facing off against these trainers and well, showing it from there actually. Well, out of the new Pokemon that you can find here, there's actually only one because well, theoretically in Gold and Silver you could actually find like Nidoran and Nidorina. No, Nidoran, both male and female, I guess. But they're not here in the Crystal. You could find the only new Pokemon you can find here is actually Yanma or Yanma. I'd reverse calling it Yanma because it sounds a lot more I don't know, just sounds a lot more sophisticated, I guess. Yanma or Yanma is a pretty sucky Pokemon in Generation 2 and 3. Even though it has some very good speed, I wouldn't really use it, mainly because it's an unevolved Pokemon and doesn't have that really good stats. Now, in Generation 4, I'd definitely go with this thing. This thing is brutal, and actually rates quite a lot, apparently because of its really huge speed stat, and because of its ability Speed Boost, and because Bug types earn really good attacks in Generation 4. So yeah. That guy also has a Magmar, which, as you saw, you know, is a pretty formidable Pokemon. So, can we run into Yanma even though it's like a 1% chance? Oh no, it's an Abra. So yeah, I knew that you could get Abra here. You can also get the Drowsy and Ditto and a lot of Pokemon from the previous route. But, I don't care about Abra because I'm not going to be using Machop on my team. Like I did with Rocky, because, you know, just because. Bugcatcher Arnie, this guy. Oh, this guy is actually pretty important as well. Even though it's not 100% important, if you're actually looking for Yanma and you're like, okay, it's got a 1% chance. No fucking way I'm looking for that. I guess there's the way that you can get it a lot easier. This guy would eventually call you if there's a swarm. A swarm means a mass outbreak of Pokemon. It means that there will be a higher encounter rate for certain Pokemon. Well, it happens with Yanma, apparently. I think it happens with like Dunsparce too, maybe, I don't know. They were all very crappy. Well, Dunsparce continues to be a very crappy Pokemon, but I mean, Yanma at least, you know, it was bad, and I pretty much hate Pokemon that are kind of like Yanma. and the Dunsparce. You know, the unevolved Pokemon with crappy stats. I mean, Generation 1 had unevolved Pokemon with awesome stats. But, you know, that's something I really hated about Johto. I mean, I started looking at Pokemon like Delibird and Murkrow, you know, before Murkrow evolved, and I was like, my god, these Pokemon are horrible. I mean, dude, compare them with Snorlax, Lapras, what else? I mean, Mr. Mime, my god, those Pokemon were way better. Heck, even like Tangela could be even better. Nah, I don't know, but you know, it isn't like terrible, I guess. It wasn't terrible, I guess, before that. It was still pretty crappy. I mean, still, everyone knows that one of the crappiest Pokemon ever done is well, yeah, Dunsparce. No, it's Farfetch from Generation 1. Farfetch sucks. Sucks really bad. Even though I'm going to be using a Pokemon that sucks more than Dunsparce. No, well, yeah, it may suck more than Dunsparce. It may suck a lot more than Farfetch. Well, not a lot more, but it has a weakness to Farfetch, which means Farfetch could defeat it a lot more easier. A lot more easier, there we go, that's my grammar again. Man, I feel ashamed of myself. So I'm gonna quickly... yeah, without quickly running into like Jigglypuff and Snubbull. Today's Tuesday, right? No, it's... okay, it's Saturday. Yes, the bug catching contest is on today! Yay! Okay, yes, I'd definitely like to give it a try. Okay, you have more than one Pokemon. You have to use Snubbull. First Pokemon in your party. Is that okay with you? No. Okay, I'm going to go with, I'm definitely going to go with Frogger. Because this is a bug catching contest which I am going to participate in, because one of the items is of heavy interest, but I have to win this. No, wait. I do not want to use Snubbull. Okay, I'm going to use Frogger, but okay, yeah, there we go. There we go. Yeah. So I'm gonna do it. Sorry for taking up like, I don't know, 30 seconds maybe. Yeah. I'm gonna use the first Pokemon I use, Poliwag, Frogger. So yeah. Mainly because of its hypnosis. Don't worry, this guy isn't like a thief or anything. He's definitely going to keep your Pokemon. So yeah, we have 20 minutes. You have like 20 Park Balls, I guess, I think. And this is the National Park. Cool. Even though the National Park is full with stuff and doesn't have this music, I'm going to be here, and I may be talking about some of the Pokemon you could get. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. The majority of like bug Pokemon, like this Metapod right here, you can also get the evolved forms of you get the evolved forms of Pokemon like actually evolved form of Metapod Butterfree, which I already said you could get from Equa trees. But yeah, you could get them here, and definitely I'd guess Scyther and Scyther, Pinsir, Butterfree, and Beedrill I think are your best options for winning the bug catching contest. Honestly, I mean they're the kicky asses Pokemon. What did I say with that? I meant to say the Pokemon that kick the most ass, I guess. But whatever. Okay, fine. We caught Metapod. Even though I honestly don't care about it. The prize that you earn, the first prize, like if you earn first place, actually, I mean to say, is a very good prize. You earn the Sunstone from that. So I have to say, Sunstone is very good. Okay, no way am I catching a Caterpie. No, I'm not going with the Caterpie unless it's like higher level. I think they also take level into account, but I'm going to try to get like a Pinsir or something that kicks a lot of ass. No, not that. He was even level 9. My God! And check it out. It's the really tall grass that was later introduced in Hoenn as well, like reintroduced, I guess. Kakuna. Wow, level 17. I'm going to go get that Kakuna. But oh, yeah. I'm gonna use a water gun on it. Luckily in this game they don't have shed skin, which is awesome because I can put them to sleep and use status conditions. If you're playing Generation 4, the majority of the Pokemon here have either Shield Dust or Shed Skin, so they'll eventually end up healing from those status conditions, or they won't be affected at all. Ha! Sucks for playing a DS game, doesn't it? Oh, okay, that was really jerkish of me. I'm terribly sorry, but you know, it's the truth, and it hurts, you know, it hurts, but it's the truth. So no Pokemon here has any abilities, and that means that it's all fair. You know, you can inflict any status condition on every single Pokemon, and it'll be the same. You know, it's just luck that would determine if the Pokemon wakes up or not. Which I have to say made it a lot easier. But you know, if the joke were on you, then you know you'd be really pissed off at that. And I admit that it's yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely going to swap them out. Oh, so they're also taking health into account as well? Okay, so if I get a newer Pokemon, you can also get Scyther. You can find this crappy Paris, but I don't really know if you can get any new Pokemon. You can get, well, I do know you can get Scyther, and you can get Pinsir. I'll be talking about them. Okay, so, wow, Butterfree. But, okay, I'll just keep chugging Park Balls at it. Oh, wow. So yeah, the Pokemon you can get is Scyther and Pinsir. Okay. Pinsir is like an offensive beast, but sadly can't make use out of its type. Well, no Pokemon can make use out of its type, but I guess, you know, I guess, I like Scyther a lot better than Pinsir because at least they can get, like, a type advantage from, like, a wing attack, you know? Crap! Well, unless Butterfree hits me in this turn, I'll be good. Okay, cool! I captured Butterfree. Nice. Cool, very nice. I already caught a Kakuna, but I have a... wow, seriously? No, I'll get a higher level Kakuna. Okay, so I'll be ending the bug catching contest here. Oh crap, I think I'm gonna like faint or something here. Well, please don't die. Yes, you still have 16 minutes left. Do you want to fish now? Yes. Okay. Come on, please. Please. I want to win. I want to win. I need to win. Wow, they really... Man, I feel sorry for that guy. Please let me win. Come on, come on, come on. First place. Okay, come on. Winner is... Ah, oh, come on! That was very jerkish. Oh, come on, I don't get a Sunstone for that? Okay, fine, I'll try to compete later on, I guess. I'll try to compete later on and get, you know, what I wanted. Whatever. No. Wow, she's calling me again? Aw, oh, come on. Well, fine, I guess I can deserve that. Oh, I have to quickly heal. Oh, crap, Frogger fainted. Okay, whatever. Okay, so we can actually fight a couple of trainers, and we can find some Pokemon. So I'll be talking about them as well while I face the trainers sped up. But I actually want to run into a certain Pokemon, and man, this music is so beautiful. Cannot believe how good this music is. And it was interrupted by wild music, even though I wanted to run into a wild Pidgey. Well, I have to get an item first. Do not want to run into that trainer. Yet, at least. They're all Poke fans and all that. Okay, so we can actually run into like Nidoran and both Nidoran here. Nidoran, very versatile Pokemon, I have to say. They can learn tons of they can learn moves like Ice Beam and Thunderbolt, and even Generation 3 they became even more versatile. So I've used them in Fire Red and Leaf Green even more than in like Generation 2. But you know, they're not bad Pokemon to use. Dude, I only have one Great Ball. Okay, I better stop or something. Honestly, I my god, one Great Ball. Well, Pokemon that I'm trying to capture here is actually the 5th member of my team, so I'm actually earning it pretty quickly, I must say, in comparison to my 4th member. Which was Snubbull, but you know, whatever. Yeah, Nidoran, I have to say, very versatile Pokemon. They can all earn some pretty good, learn some pretty good moves. Like I said, they evolve. They earn a ground subtype. Oh crap, I don't have Frogger. Okay, I'll go with like, oh, Spike is also famous. So yeah, I'll keep that. So I have to admit, if you want to get a good Pokemon that can learn a lot of moves, I definitely go with that. Quick attack. No. Okay, so this grass doesn't really change anything. Aw, crap, Lediba. And this is what Nidoran male looks like. Yeah, just showed it. Okay, fine. Okay, so the Pokemon I'm looking for is not appearing. I'm just going to check. I think that it does appear in the morning, because it's still morning. And it's not appearing, and I'm still running into this piece of shit Pokemon like Lediba. So, yeah, whatever, I'm going to actually check. You know, whatever. Well, I feel kind of stupid because the Pokemon we can get can only be found in the daytime. And I still have 5 minutes. So I'm going to be taking on a couple of the rest of the trainers. But first I'm going to go heal quickly. Well, actually, first, before that, I'm going to be showing a couple of things. If I can avoid this. Okay, nice. 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 Oh, I'm just kidding. Why the hell did I say that? I do not know. And, I possibly apologize. Whatever. You can get a couple of interesting things, actually. You can get a TM, which you can find a Paralyzed Heal. Definitely, that's the TM we can find. TM051 Paralyzed Heal. The Pokemon heals itself from paralysis. Nah, just kidding. It's definitely not a TM from what you guys saw. Wow, these trees look really weird. I have to say, these trees are very fucked up. Well, actually, they look a lot more realistic than the other trees, but they still look kind of fucked up to me. So cool, we got TM28 Dig. I have to say, Dig is very nice. I like Dig. I'm doubting actually on who to teach this thing to, because I think I can teach it to, like, well, I don't know if I can teach it to Frogger, because Frogger still doesn't have hands, so it theoretically cannot learn that move yet. But I don't remember if Politoed can learn this. So in the next, I'm going to check, and in the next episode, if Frogger will never learn that move, I'll teach it to that, because you know, speak to electric, and it should have a type coverage. If not, then I'll just wait until like the Pokemon League, and I'll teach it Earthquake, because we can get Earthquake there. Wow, heavy spoiler, right? But it was a good spoiler, actually. And plus we can get a Quick Claw right here. Just going to get out of here. What I did kind of looked a bit irrelevant, right? Like, okay, whatever. I played in the bug catching contest, and quite a lot of time has passed, actually. But, you know, I want to talk to that, this girl right here. She's got like this Meowth and stuff. Yes. So she's got Quick Claw that she gives us. So nice. I'm actually gonna give that to like Rocky, because Rocky's like the slowest Pokemon in my team. And as you saw, that Miracle Seed will be getting used. And you guys, this could be actually a bit controversial, but whatever. Oh no, not Scorcher. I'm sorry. Why did I put Scorcher Rocky? Okay, so yeah. I'm just gonna go quick to heal really quick, and I have to buy some Pokeballs. Okay. One of the Pokemon that we can get here, which since it's not theoretically daytime, there's still 2 minutes. I'm going to be talking about another of the Pokemon that we can find here. Wait, can I run into this thing? I didn't even pay attention if it appeared during the daytime or not. Please, I'll just say it. I'll just say if it appears during the daytime or not. I'll actually be facing off against some of the trainers actually sped up because, yeah. I'm going to be talking about at least one of the Pokemon because the other I'm interested in catching. Ooh, heavy spoiler, right? And what the heck is this? Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, just a Nidoran. Okay, so one of the Pokemon that we can find here is Venonat. Wow! Crap! I meant to use Headbutt. Come on. Rocky, let's go with Rocky, definitely. Mudslap. Okay, fine. Dig would have done a lot more, but whatever. I'll teach it in the next episode anyway. Or I won't, and I'll just keep Mudslap, I guess. But yeah, Venonat is one of the Pokemon we can find here. Venonat is a very peculiar Pokemon, actually. It's more of like a bug poison type, and it ends up evolving into Venomoth, which I do not like that Venomoth is like a bug poison type and it flies around. Even though it flies around. Okay! And I've run into the Pokemon that I wanted to run into! Oh, yeah, I mean, Venomoth has some very peculiar moves. It can even use Psychic-type moves, even though it's weak against them. It can use a lot of status moves, and I'd go with Venomoth a lot more than Butterfree, I guess. I'd go with it a lot more than, wow! Wow. I did a lot of damage to that and barely survived. So, yeah, I wouldn't really go with it. I would go with it a lot more than like Butterfree and Beedrill. But yeah, this is the other Pokemon that we can run into in this route. It's called Sunkern. Sunkern has the lowest base stats of any Pokemon. It's considered to be one of the crappiest Pokemon ever, even when it evolves. Which I do not want to talk about its evolution because I'm going to use a Sunkern on my team, even though some people, or maybe a lot of people, or everybody, consider to be, you know, a very bad decision. But whatever. I'm going to name him. I'm going to give him a name that's fit for him. I actually checked. I checked, and this is something that. Ah, crap. I meant to name it. Okay, fine, whatever. I'll just go back to the name raider and I'll change his name. I meant to name him something else, but I'll be showing it in just a while. I think this is the last trainer, I think. So yeah. Okay, so basically, as I was saying before, just to close up what I was trying to say about both Venonat and Sunkern. Venonat is a very more of a strategic than an offensive Pokemon. It can do, I think, like half and half. It's not like terrible, but I'd go with something else. I would go like Heracross if I wanted a better bug type. I'd go with like Grimer if I wanted a better poison type. But whatever, you know, you can do whatever you want. And Sunkern, you know, it's a pretty crappy grass type. The majority of other grass types are a lot better, but you know, it's still an option, and I'd go with it. I go with it because I want to see just how bad it is. I mean, I've used this its evolved form, which I'm not gonna say. Just slightly. I've used it to like a bit, and it wasn't like terrible, you know. But it's still not an excellent Pokemon to use. Wow, and I can still outspeed that, even like a -2 speed stat. Wow, wow. Okay, so that trainer sucked badly. And yeah, okay, so we've pretty much done everything here. I'm just going to do one quick thing right here. So I'm going to go back here to the name raider. I'm going to change its name because I meant to name it this. I'm going to change this nickname because, yeah, fairly decent. Okay, fine. The name raider from Hoenn did not say that. He so dissed all of the other nicknames. Jim, what's that? What I want to call it? But Jim Beam, yes. To anybody who's American and eats sunflower seeds, well, yeah, that's what I want to name it because it is a seed, and it also makes a reference to what it evolves into. So it's kind of like a seed that evolves into, you know, the other thing. You know, if you just want to look it up, do it. As a matter of fact, I got it at a really higher level than Then in Gold and Silver, it can be at level 11 through 13 in Gold and Silver. But I got it at level 14, so it can use Mega Drain. It can use Mega Drain with just 40 damage. And it's not bad. I mean, if it were at level 10 actually and it evolved, it would learn like Razor Leaf, but whatever, you know. I'll get the Sunstone later because it evolves with the Sunstone. I'll try to see if I can get any other move that's good before it evolves. So yeah, I'll see you guys because I've taken up a lot of time. See you guys in the next episode. Mario Potter 90 out.